What's up, VC? What's up, vinyl community? This is a contest entry, like my third one on this channel. And I promise it's not just because I want to get free stuff. I promise you that. Free stuff is great. Love me some free stuff, especially when it comes to vinyl. Like, free vinyl is awesome. But they're also just, it's an interesting contest, and I really like her channel. So it's Beth from the channel B-Side Records. I'm assuming that's Beth's Side Records, right? Maybe? I don't know. And if you notice, since this is the Roy G. BIV Colors of the Rainbow contest, I got the colors of the rainbow behind me. They're flashing on my LEDs that I got behind my little IKEA shelf. Yeah, like everybody's got the IKEA shelf. You know what I'm saying? Just depends on which one you have, which one you could fit in your house. This is a very small house. I'm actually in a photography studio, and my cats live right there, as you can see. Yeah, we've got, not a lot. Actually, one of them is right there, and she hasn't moved for like an hour and a half. I'm starting to get, there she goes a little bit. She knew I was talking about her. Good old Minnie. All right, what's going on? So we're going to do this Colors of the Rainbow contest. So she said there was different ways that we could do it, and I thought the easiest and most obvious way would be to just say, this is a red colored album cover, because I like different colored album covers. It's one of the things I like about them. So, all right, let's put those off to the side. That's the bonus stuff. All right, so, red. So, red. Roy G. BIV, red. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Red would have to be this one. This sucker right here. This awesome record right here. Loverboy. Yes. The Canadian band Turn Me Loose is on this album. The Kid Is Hot Tonight. Lady of the 80s. I mean, this right here. This is good 80s stuff. All right? Loverboy. And their album called Loverboy. And look how red that is. I almost used King Diamond's Conspiracy, but, you know, not everybody's such a huge King Diamond fan. Actually, I don't know that many huge King Diamond fans. All right, so that's red. So moving on to orange, which I just like this band. I know a lot of people don't like them, and I think it's all very tongue-in-cheek, and I think it's all a big joke what they do, but I really do enjoy me some Ghost. See, that's a nice orangey color there, you know? Yeah, Ghost BC and their album, I have no idea how to pronounce this, so I'm going to try this. Infestus Sumam? Maybe, I don't know. They're weird. It's Ghost BC. It's Ghost, not Ghost BC anymore. But this is they're Ghost now. So yeah, this is a really fun, silly, tongue-in-cheek album. I really enjoy it. It's not quite rock, not quite metal. It's somewhere in between. All right, so that's what we got. Red and orange. All right, and yellow. And I was excited the yellow because this is like one of my favorite records that I own. Yeah, it's Genesis. Or, as some people call Shapes. I like to call it Shapes, just because it's easier than saying Genesis. You know, Genesis, Shapes, the one with the... And a lot of people complain about this color, or this cover. I think it's cool. I remember this game when I was a kid. You remember you had to wind the thing up and you had to put these pieces in before it was like, boom, and then it just pop everywhere. But this album is so awesome. Like, this is my favorite Genesis album. This is my favorite Genesis album, man. I mean, this is just the whole thing, start to finish. Mama. Who doesn't love that song? That's All. Home by the Sea, followed by second, Home by the Sea. I don't know why they put those in two tracks. Okay, why not just have the whole thing be Home by the Sea? It's cool. You're Genesis. You're prog. You can have an 8-10 minute song. It doesn't matter. Illegal Alien, which was a funny video. Do you guys remember that one? It's no fun. Taking It All Too Hard, Just a Job to Do, Silver Rainbow, and It's Gonna Get Better. This whole album is just incredible. Genesis, for my yellow entry. This is their album, Genesis, or Genesis Shapes, as I like to call it. Okay? So yellow. Now we've got some green. I tell you what, this just kind of, I like this too because it shows the diversity of my record collection. All right, so far we've got Loverboy into a satanic band, into Genesis, into for Green, Typo Negative's Bloody Kisses album. It's got that nice green tint to it. This is the music on vinyl press of this album that came out last year. Classic album, 180-gram audiophile vinyl pressing. It's great. I really, really miss Peter Steele. He was one of my favorites, and I missed a chance to go see him. I guess it's been about 11 years ago. In St. Louis, they were playing at Pops, and I totally missed that show, man. And I'm just bummed out that I missed it. It's a Typo Negative, Bloody Kisses for Green. And Peter Steele is also the Green Man. I don't have October Rust, but there's that song, I'm the Green Man. And that was him. He was a Green Man. So, all right. So we got Red with Loverboy, Orange with Ghost, Yellow with Genesis, one of my favorite bands. One of these days we're going to do an artist spotlight on Genesis and Phil Collins. I love me some Genesis and Phil Collins. So we got the Genesis, the yellow, the green for Typo Negative, blue. I've already showed this album, but this is just too blue. It's too blue to not show. Popeye soundtrack. Plus, this is Beth. This is your channel. This is you. This is what you do. And look at that blue light shining on it from my microphone. All right, yeah. So this is Popeye, the Popeye soundtrack, 1980. Robin Williams, Shelley Duvall. Fantastic, terrible movie. It's one of the best, worst movies I've ever seen. You got a little Sweet Pea there, and the songs on here are just so cute. I just love it. I'm a huge Harry Nilsson fan. And, this album, just great. It's a great album. I love it. There's a song on here called Dimwee, and it's Bill Barnagle's Lament. And I don't remember this from the movie, but it's a really neat song, too. Dimwee. So, great album. I Am What I Am. Yeah, you get it all right here. Popeye, He Needs Me. And then I mean, you know what I mean. Good stuff. Anyway, Popeye for blue. All right, Indigo. All right, so I'm a little confused on Indigo. Indigo's not, I think it's a darker blue. So we're going back to 1989 and my favorite, not my favorite, the best Megadeth album, but not my favorite. Megadeth's Rust in Peace. I think that any Megadeth fan could say that this is the quintessential Megadeth album. They had their best lineup here. So it was Dave Ellefson, Dave Mustaine, of course. You had Nick Menza on drums, R.I.P. Man, what a great drummer. And Marty Friedman on lead. It didn't get any better than this. I loved Countdown to Extinction. I didn't mind Euthanasia as much. It was okay. But this album, Rust in Peace, this is just, I don't know, this is a masterpiece, folks. Megadeth's Rust in Peace, 1989 album, or is this 1990? I was right, it's 1990. So this is actually not an 80s album that I'm holding up. So Megadeth, look at that, see? There's still, the hair was still a thing. Megadeth, you could call them a hair band. I mean, look at that. Look at Friedman's hair. Come on. You didn't perm that my butt. R.I.P. Nick. Man, that dude could drum. All right, so yeah, Megadeth as Indigo. We're just getting on sad stuff, man. This next one of my favorite albums of the 80s. And it just, I don't know. I love this album from start to finish. I bought this years ago. It was one of the first albums I got back in when I got back into vinyl record collecting. It was one of the first albums I saw. I saw this in a bookstore for $1, and it was in like mint condition. And I'm gonna call this for my violet because it's definitely got a shade of violet. This is Talk Talk. It's My Life. So R.I.P. Mark Hollis. We lost him not too long ago. He was some of the best pop, English pop that we've had. Was he English? Maybe? I don't know. I'm assuming that he was English. I don't know. Such a fantastic band. Such a fantastic record. I mean, this has, It's My Life, Dumb Dumb Girl. It's just such a shame. And it is such a shame. It is such a shame that Mark Hollis passed. So there's There's my BIV. There's my BIV, my violet. So I'm sure you can find the color violet in there. So Roy G. BIV. So red with the... So we had red. Let's go through these just to make sure. Red with Loverboy and their self-titled album, The Loverboy. Orange with Goes to BC. Not BC. Why I keep calling them BC? That's Ghost. It's because it says BC on it. Ghost and their Infestus Humam. We've got Genesis with their Yellow Shapes record. We've got Typo Negative with Bloody Kisses. We've got, for blue, we've got the Popeye soundtrack, because I got to include a soundtrack. It's your channel, Beth. Also, Indigo, Megadeth, Rust in Peace, and Violet with Talk Talk, It's My Life, Mark Hollis. Now, I tried to get really, and this was really dumb of me. I tried to go a little deep on the rainbow element, and I have this record, which has a terrible, I mean, it's one of the worst covers ever. I mean, it's just absolute, this is god-awful. Look at that. This is REO Speedwagons. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. For some reason, I didn't think that maybe this was an actual tuna fish on here. I thought maybe it was a rainbow trout. That's not the case. It's actually, I did a little research. With a little research that I found, it's actually is a tuna fish. I don't know, or somebody could just be lying. It is the internet, folks. So I had to go into my wife's record collection, and I had to pull one out from hers. So that had rainbows on it. And so I'm pulling out here Nina Simone's Little Girl Blue. I do love this record, and I've put this on many a time myself. But if you look at the label, there are tons and tons and tons. Look at all the rainbows there, folks. So Nina Simone's Little Girl Blue for the bonus entry, and it doesn't have to be, but I did find a rainbow, and it does kind of remind you of spring. So there you go. Check out her channel. Beth from the channel B-Side Records. It's a great channel. I really enjoy her videos. It's great stuff. We're going to link it down here in the description below. So there's my Roy G. BIV Colors of the Rainbow contest. This is Dan saying peace out. Keep digging them records, and we will catch you guys later.